Hey guys, Zib here, and today we're talking about the top 10 supplements that you can use to improve your brain. We'll cover things that can enhance your memory, your mindset, and your mood, so you can think sharper, react quicker, and live your life to its fullest. And there are many supplements out there that can benefit cognitive performance, but I've narrowed this down to my top 10. And number one on the list is omega-3 fatty acids. Now, omega-3 fatty acids, in particular EPA and DHA, play a critical role in brain health. These essential nutrients influence our neurotransmitters and our brain functions, and DHA is the most predominant omega-3 fatty acid in our brain. And consuming omega-3 fatty acids has been linked with improvements in learning, memory, and overall cognitive health. And you can get these fatty acids from fish oil, krill oil, or for the vegan form in algal oil, or from eating the smash fish. That's salmon, mackerel, anchovies, sardines, and herrings. And you can get them, though to a lesser extent, from plant-based sources too, like walnuts and flaxseed oils. Though these are rich in omega-3, your body doesn't usually convert them into those active forms EPA and DHA quite as easily. So overall, they help support memory, help us manage our mood, and protect our brain health as we age. And between 1,000 and 2,000 milligrams per day is a good dose to start getting some of those beneficial effects for our brain. And number two, we've got the B vitamins, and in particular B6, B9 and B12, which are all vital for optimal brain health. They play critical roles in the production of energy and in the synthesis of crucial neurons that help regulate mood, mental clarity and cognitive processes. And these B vitamins also aid in managing our homocysteine levels, which when they become elevated can lead to inflammation and are associated with a decrease in cognitive performance. And they're usually available as a B complex vitamin, and they can help support nerve growth, enhance brain performance, and help support brain cell regrowth. So just remember that regular intake of these B vitamins, either supplemental or through our diet, can help keep our brain sharp and our nerves working properly. And the third supplement is vitamin D, which is often discussed in relation to its impacts on bone health, but it's equally as important for our brain too. And research has shown that getting adequate levels of vitamin D can help enhance cognitive performance, improve neurotransmitter function, and help protect against age-associated cognitive decline. It also helps to maintain plasticity. That's the brain's ability to make and form new connections, which is vital for learning and memory. And additionally, vitamin D also has anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, which can help protect the brain from some of the oxidative damage caused by free radicals and increased inflammation. And it's interesting that studies have linked low levels of vitamin D to an increased risk of neurodegenerative diseases, things like Alzheimer's and other forms of dementia. So ensuring we have optimum vitamin D levels can help support good brain health and reduce our risk of these conditions. Now, you can get your vitamin D from the sun, and this is probably its ideal form because with sunlight you don't run the risk of having too much vitamin D. Your body simply produces what it needs and not an excess. However, research has shown that between 800 and 2,000 IUs of vitamin D in supplemental form can produce some of these cognitive benefits. However, this does depend considerably on a number of factors, including your age, your skin color, and your geographical location. So it's really important to understand your individual needs. Fourth supplement to boost cognitive performance is Ginkgo Biloba, which is a medicinal herb that's been used for centuries for its ability to help improve blood flow to the brain, which can help support better focus and memory. And additionally, it acts as an antioxidant too, protecting the brain from the damage of oxidative stress and environmental toxins. And between 120 to 240 milligrams a day is a typical dose that people use for some of these cognitive benefits, though towards the upper end of that range, people have been known to experience headaches and stomach aches. At number 5, it's Bacopa Monnieri, which is a traditional herb also known as Brahmi, which has been used in traditional Ayurvedic medicine to help improve brain function. Like Ginkgo Biloba, it also has strong antioxidant effects, helping protect the brain and its DNA from that oxidative damage. But Bacopa also has neuroprotective effects, helping support neuronal health and the communication between brain cells. And research has shown that it can improve memory, attention, and processing speed. And it may have some of these effects on cognition due to its ability to regulate key neurotransmitters like serotonin, which play an important role in our cognitive processes. And as an added bonus, Bacopa has also been found to reduce anxiety and stress, which can otherwise negatively impact our cognitive performance. Now, the typical doses of Bacopa used in research to show some of these cognitive benefits range from between 300 to 600 milligrams a day. It's important to recognize the bacoside content, as this is the active compound responsible for some of these impacts on cognition. This is usually standardized at about 50%. Research has also shown that over a 12-week period, Bacopa can improve memory and other cognitive functions. And number 6, it's curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, which is well known for its antioxidant, anti-inflammatory properties. But did you know that it helps improve cognitive performance by clearing and reducing the buildup of amyloid beta plaques, one of the key hallmarks of Alzheimer's disease, and reducing oxidative stress in the brain too. And effective doses shown in the research range between 500 milligrams to 2,000 milligrams a day. And taking it with piperine, one of the compounds found in black pepper, and with a fat source can help increase its absorption and bioavailability. And number 7, it's pteristilbene, which is a compound found in blueberries and other fruits. It's similar to its more well-known cousin resveratrol, but it has better bioavailability and significant impacts on brain health. Firstly, its strong antioxidant properties help protect the brain from oxidative damage, and its anti-inflammatory properties help reduce systemic inflammation in the brain, which can contribute towards cognitive decline. And pteristilbene also helps support the survival and function of brain cells. It may also stimulate the development of entirely new brain cells in a process called neurogenesis. It also helps prevent against neurodegenerative diseases, things like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's, and helps activate genes related to anti-aging processes and cognitive performance. And studies have shown that pteristilbene can help enhance learning and memory, and that an effective dose is between 50 and 150 milligrams per day. And this is just another reason why blueberries are such a superfood, real fuel for your brain. And at number 8, I would be remiss not to mention caffeine, that well-known stimulant found in coffee, tea and chocolate that's probably the most used drug in the entire world, but one that's well recognized for its cognitive enhancing properties. And it works primarily by blocking the adenosine receptors in our brain, which helps increase alertness, decreases feelings of tiredness and improves focus. And additionally, caffeine also stimulates the release of neurotransmitters like dopamine and norepinephrine, which can help improve memory, focus and mood. And there's been massive amounts of research done on caffeine, where it's been shown to have positive effects on many different aspects of cognitive performance, including memory, attention and reaction time. It's particularly effective in improving focus and concentration, and may even provide a protective effect against diseases of neurodegeneration like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. Typical doses of caffeine range from between 50 to 400 milligrams a day, depending on individual sensitivity. And using it in its natural form, like a cup of coffee or tea, can help give you some of those cognitive benefits without the risk of substantial negative impacts. Because at higher doses, caffeine does have stimulatory effects, which can lead to increased anxiety, higher heart rate, and other negative symptoms that you might want to avoid. Tea in particular is a good choice because it contains L-theanine, which is another compound that helps counteract some of those overstimulating effects that caffeine can otherwise have. At number 9, it's Phospatidyl Serreine, which is a phospholipid that helps maintain the fluidity and integrity of our cell membranes, particularly in the brain. And it's essential for cognitive processes like memory, attention and learning, where it helps regulate the neurotransmitter production, enabling efficient communication between our brain cells. And research has shown that supplementation with Phospatidyl Serreine can help improve cognitive function, particularly so in the case of age-associated cognitive decline. It's been found to improve memory, attention, and processing speeds, both in elderly people and in younger too. Additionally, Phospatidyl Serreine may also help lower stress by reducing cortisol, which can help improve overall brain health and our mental well-being. And the typical doses of Phospatidyl Serreine used in the research range between 100 to 300 milligrams a day, where it's been shown to help improve cognitive function and reduce some of those symptoms of cognitive decline in the elderly. And this is over periods of several weeks up to a few months. And last on our list at number 10 is the lion's mane mushroom, which is gaining a lot of attention recently for its ability to stimulate the growth of new brain cells. That's right, it contains bioactive compounds called hericenones and ericenones, which can stimulate the growth of entirely new brain cells in that process called neurogenesis. And it also helps stimulate neuroplasticity. That's the ability of those brain cells to form and grow new connections, which is vital for our learning and memory. And lion's mane mushroom is particularly noted for its ability to help promote the production of nerve growth factor. This is a protein that's essential for the growth, development, and survival of neurons. And research has demonstrated that lion's mane mushroom can improve memory, focus, and overall cognitive performance. It has neuroprotective effects that help shield our brain from age-associated cognitive decline and neurodegenerative diseases. And it's even been shown to help reduce some symptoms of anxiety and depression, further supporting our overall mental well-being. And some of the typical doses used in research range from between 500 milligrams to 3,000 milligrams a day, which when taken consistently over the period of a few weeks up to several months can help improve cognitive performance and overall brain health too. Now remember that enhancing your cognitive performance isn't just about supplements. It's more importantly about diet, exercise, managing stress, reducing toxin exposure, and getting a good quality night's sleep. But some of these supplements can add an extra few percentage points on top of that if you're already optimized on those areas. But remember, it's important to speak to your healthcare provider first before starting any new supplement routine to make sure that it's right for you. If you found this video useful, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe below for daily tips on health and well-being optimization.